Update: am I the a-hole for not telling my best friend the real reason I'm not at his wedding? Hi everyone. Thanks for all the advice on my original post BC. I genuinely never expected it to go off like that, and it's allowed me to rethink my actions. Anyhow, I did promise to update after talking to my best friend, so here it is. After reading through all the comments and some private messages, I realized my approach was wrong and wasn't fair to him, or myself to be fair, and was honestly making me look like the worst MF on the planet. So I ended up sending him a long text explaining the actual reasons why, starting from the kiss last weekend to his fiancée asking me not to come because it, also very loosely mentioning that she didn't want me to tell him about it. After reading many comments, I did feel like a wuss for complying in the first place, but I don't know. I still felt guilty about it, even telling him that, and even just breaking her trust. He didn't text back for ages, but called me almost immediately when he saw it. Wasn't yelling or anything, but I could hear that he was really emotional. First, he apologized like 10 times for the kiss. He said he thought it would just be a dumb laugh for the guys, and didn't realize how much it crossed a line for both me and his fiancée. He also said he never wanted me to feel uncomfortable, and admitted he'd been drinking way too much that night. I told him I completely understood and forgave him for that, at least on my end. Then when I told him about his fiancée's request, there was a long silence. And slightly off topic here, but I was eating pistachios and the sharp bit of the shell cut my lip a bit, and it was so hard to keep quiet, but I had my super serious conversation cap on. So anyways, he just kept repeating, "She didn't tell me that. She didn't tell me that, I swear she didn't tell me that," and said he wished she'd talk to him directly instead of going around him, and that he hated how everything looked. Also said he had been the one to give her my number, as I had hers, but never texted her, but thought it was for some surprise plan/present she was planning on surprising him with. After we talked, his fiancée texted me apologizing for putting me in that position, but she still stood by that she personally didn't want me there. She said she didn't want to be thinking about that on her wedding day, and while she wasn't mad at me, she just needed the peace of mind. To cut a long conversation short, I'm going. My best friend told me he wanted me there, but also said he understood if I didn't want to push it with his fiancée, but repeatedly said he wanted me there more than anything. I told him I loved him and supported him and I'd go, and that I was sorry for ever considering not going. He cried. I cried, like fucking babies, but ended well enough. Our mutual friends/groomsmen, I'm guessing, are still kind of salty with me because they don't know the real story, and I'm not about to spread it around as it's not my relationship and not my drama to share. My best friend did tell me he'll clear the air as soon as possible prior to the wedding, but until then I'm just gonna take the L on looking like a flaky a-hole. Thank you very effing sincerely to everyone that helped me change my mind, and I'm honestly so glad I put it on here, because I could have very well been a knob and have missed my own best friend's wedding. It's this weekend, and we have a pre-party which I'm officially involved with once more, which is great. Thanks so much again.